Good morning, interwebs. It is 12:08 and it has already been a busy morning. I've been up since about 8:45, showered, dressed, all the things. I finished putting stuff on the bookshelf this morning. We need to get one more piece of wood so we can just run one single shelf across the bottom. We have some wood, but it's not the same depth, and I think it will look better. So we're going to just get that. These books are the ones that have yet to go on the shelves. Yes, I know, they're not all going to fit. We need to do a culling of the books. It's going to happen. There's time, one thing at a time. Here again is the bookshelf that I did yesterday. I hung this, which is a latch hook that my grandma had done that was in the house when we moved in. And it's always been looking for a good place to live. I never really liked the place she had it, to be honest. I really like it over there. My dad has arrived. My uncle brought him. Steve and I have been hustling to get the house in order. Steve was doing laundry stuff. We cleaned up this stuff. I dealt with this area, which has everything hung like there should be a doorway there, and haha, there's not anymore. Picked up the bathroom and things. Lots of things. And now, I just finished cleaning up the porch a little. My dad and uncle brought, I decided on an impulse. Well, it was not an impulsive purchase, it was an impulse to buy it last minute, to get this bench, which is long enough that a Kendra fits on it reclined so she can take a nap out here, which I am thoroughly looking forward to. But my uncle brought his casita, which is like a little camper thing, and he pulled it with his truck, because also the bed of the truck was empty, so I asked if they could pick it up, because the Menards in Manhattan had been out of these. We decided I wanted this one like several months ago before we started the construction stuff. Or no, it was when I first started painting the deck. We picked this pattern. But we're like, oh, we'll wait and buy it later. And we'll wait till it goes on sale, and blah, 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 blah. And then they ran out. And they don't restock those things. So, they did happen to have one left at his Menards, and so I snagged it. It's the floor model, so it already came assembled, which is kind of exciting. So now it's basically starting to complete the deck. There's a few things. I still need a little bit of painting. We need to move some stuff back up here. I don't think I showed you yet. There's my porch swing. My daughter made it all by herself out of a kit. So she put it all together by herself, and theoretically it could have been entered in woodworking for 4-H, but we kind of missed the window to turn it in. But either way, I now have a completed brand new porch swing, and that's exciting. And now we are headed up to go out to lunch with my dad and uncle, and our day is just chugging along super, super fast. Right, Steve? Okay. Good morning, interwebs. It is 9:13 and I'm already awake and showered and dressed and all the things. And I can't decide whether that's an okay thing or not. I think I slept for like 6 hours. So, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but boy, I wish I was still sleeping. But I just couldn't sleep anymore, so I'm up and just up and tired. I also decided that today I was filming because there's really no excuse not to, right? The fair is over. All the items were picked up yesterday. I've not talked to you in many days. Guess I talked to you the day my dad got here, so I talked to you on Friday. Let me fill you in on what has happened since we went to eat Friday afternoon. So then we came home for a wee bit. All of us went to the fair because we had the watermelon feed. My kids were going to do the tractor pull, but it ended up getting delayed. The parade and the fashion review was the biggest thing, which is like, so my daughter did construct a garment and stuff. The kids who made clothes walk in a fashion show, and it's very cute, and they do it in the middle of the barn, so in the middle of the arena where they show the animals. They have a special little like catwalk they lay down, and it's pretty funny. So yeah, so we did that. And we had a really, really good night that night. My daughter won some very special and prestigious, I guess, kind of awards. And so that was really cool. And she was really excited. And we were really excited. So then all that excitement meant I didn't film that night because we came home and we were all a little bouncing. Yeah, because we were happy. And then, what's the next day? Oh, we also played some games at the fair that night. Yeah. Then we came home. And I had to go to bed early for me. I think I went to bed at like 1 because Saturday morning we had our shift at the food stand at 4-H. So I had to get up at like 7 so that we could be up at the fairgrounds by 8 o'clock so that she could go on club tour with her club, which is where they all walk around and they look at everybody's projects that all the kids have done, and the kids tell each other about them. And that took them like an hour to do. And while that was happening, the adults were in the food stand running that. And I was at the food stand from 8 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon. And by then, we were pooped, because my daughter was with me. So we were pooped, we came home, and we were here for a little while. And then we went back. Steve had to go to sleep because he worked Saturday night. After all the fair stuff, he was pooped too. So then I took my kids back to the fairgrounds Saturday night, because they do a special dinner where they make these ribeye steak sandwiches. They're so good. They're so good every year. They make them for the Cattlewomen's Association, which gives out scholarships at the end of the year. So we went to that, and my dad and uncle came with us, and that was fun. And the kids got to show them all our stuff, and I got to show them all my stuff. And then they went and like did some other things, and we came home and kind of crashed. So that was the end of Saturday. Saturday's all a blur. Then yesterday, Steve picked up all our things from the fairgrounds in the morning on his way home from work at 8. And I haven't even brought it all in from the car yet. It was just a slowish day yesterday. I don't even know what I did, other than the fact we went to Walmart because my dad needed a few things he'd forgotten to bring. And I had a few things to fill in because we have so many cucumbers starting to come in that I need to put up my first canner of relish here soon. So I'm going to do that today probably. I got the things I needed. I was out of turmeric. And I like to make like a bread and butter brine for my relish, so I needed that. Got those things. And then just kind of hung out. And last night I spent my evening listening to podcasts and frogging a few things that I'd found around the house that just kind of got in tucked places. And then I made a couple things for my kitchen. And then I went to bed a little after 1. It was basically a pretty chill day. I was really tired yesterday. Despite going to bed, well, I guess I didn't go to bed till like 3:30 on Sunday night. Kind of my normal time, which is when I got tired, because I wasn't tired before then. But I woke up like at 8 in the morning, or earlier, a little bit earlier, because my kids were making noise and woke me up intentionally. Did you know that air is invisible? I do, because that's what I woke up to the fact about. Then I took a nap yesterday for a little bit, but it was only like an hour. So last night I was tired, obviously. There's been a lot of peopling and a lot of activity, and so I'm not only tired, I am full-on exhausted at this point, but I'm also not sleepy. Yay. So I don't know what today's going to bring. I have a little bit of stuff to film. I've also discovered that it's really super awkward to film with people in my house, but yeah, I'll get used to it. I need to film some stuff. I'm going to work on the project I started last night and took to bed with me. And then I'm going to sew some bags, or at least cut out some bags today. Because I'm nearing the end of summer bags in my shop. I think my plan, I need to cut them out to make sure for sure that it's true. But I believe I'm going to try and get all of the summer bags done in the next week and up in the shop. And then we'll move on to autumn in about a week and a half here. So I think we're wrapping up summer over here. Okay, off to, maybe I'll I'm not going to make a list. I'm not going to do what's on a list today. Today's not a list day. List isn't going to happen. Even if I make it, I'll make a beautiful list and do nothing on it. So I'm going to just go find things to do, which might begin, I need to film something, and then it's going to begin with some coffee. As all good, bad, and otherwise days should. Okay, off to do the things. It's 11:39, and Steve and I were just driving out in the pasture because we have to figure out the road to get people out for my mom's scattering. So, Steve decided he should bring me out to the garden. Now, yes, our garden is very overgrown because, yes, instead we remodeled the house instead of tending to it too much. We've got lots of food coming. And there's beans. Well, you're right.
That's not a bean. That's a watermelon.
Oh, that is a watermelon. It's fuzzy. What? These are the bean plants. I was walking toward bean plants.
And then
You only told me you were showing me beans.
I know. Well, then
you
started
lied.
vlogging, so I had to show other people other things.
Oh, okay. So you're just gonna show me the beans. I'm not watching. Y'all enjoy your walk around with Steve. Oh goodness. Tell them what you're showing them.
This is a cantaloupe.
Is that all dill flowers behind you?
These are carrots.
Carrots?
These are
that
the
have gone to
carrots that
seeds?
we didn't harvest at the end of last year, so they're now seeded.
They're beautiful. In fact, our whole overgrown garden is beautiful. It's so green.
And actually, a lot of our overgrown, like this is a sunflower, but it's not a weed sunflower.
It was planted on purpose.
Well, it's a volunteer.
Yeah, but it was not a wild flower.
Yeah,
it was a
one
seed.
Of the giant ones like we have over there. Which did you notice they started blooming?
Yeah, that we've got the giant sunflowers.
So here's a little bean.
Oh, hold on. They're purple, so open your eyes for
right
purple
now.
beans.
They turn purple.
But the plants are purple on purpose.
So there's a bean.
Look at all the pretty purple flowers.
There's a bean.
Ooh. And all those flowers are going to turn into beans, right?
There's a bean.
Nice.
I'm sure there's more, but I won't bore you with me searching for beans.
They're so pretty. They're trained up the vine, or the vines are training up the trellis so nicely this year. There's some leaves being eaten. What's eating that leaf?
I don't know. I might need to spray again. It probably is cucumber beetles.
Cucumber beetles. You've been doing a good job with the squash bugs this year.
And the cucumber beetles.
Yeah.
Like this morning I walked through the squash again and there were 3 of them.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
I could see easily. I'm sure that means there's more.
But here's some more, and here's some summer. Here, let me show you our giant sunflowers that are growing in. They're so big. Here, let me give you a reference. I'm 5'5". Can you see the flower? They're very tall. Oh, look, there's a bee on it.
I'm closer to 6 feet.
That's a big old bumblebee. It's pretty. And there's some more over there. Then we've got a line.
Here's the potato patch.
Going out here. Oh, no wonder you made the face when I asked for potatoes. It was that they're a pain in the butt to access. Now, is this dill?
No, that's asparagus.
It's very ferny. Oh, and are those... What are the little berry things?
Those are asparagus berries.
Okay.
They have asparagus seeds in them.
Nice. Will they make your pea smell?
I don't know.
Are they edible? Oh,
they're edible, but they don't taste good.
Oh. Good to know. Okay. Guess I'll go back inside now. Get out of the outside with a capital O.